All right, guys. Mr. Best, your Craftsman here. We're back. About to start round 4.
He feels confident.
And your boy is now not only 3-0 or
so I gotta start
7-2, whatever you want to call it.
I gotta start taking chances now.
Ah, here we go. Here comes Lucky with this shit.
So we're gonna do half and half.
Yes. Hold on. I gotta put it in front of the camera. He's over here. He's like, I'm gonna start taking chances. We're gonna mix the two. Yeah. You trying to play me like nope? Nope. I'm like, we ain't about to play that. All right, that's fine. I'll accept the challenge. All right, we're gonna set that over here to the side.
By the way, ninth inning is mine. I'm bringing up the big bats for the ninth inning.
We got a woo-saw like Martin from Bad Boys 2. I'm like, woo-saw. I'm trying to keep the positive good flow.
If I lose this one, we're going 2-1 on the last one.
Oh, man, we'll see.
I got 2 and you got 1.
We'll see about that. All right, so next, we are going to do a classic Manhattan. All right, classic Manhattan.
How was the Manhattan invented?
Okay. What's up?
How was the Manhattan invented?
So the Manhattan actually was created for a party in the late 1800s. And actually, there's a party in Manhattan, and so that's how they.
What was it? A spin-off of?
That actually, what was it?
The old-fashioned.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, that makes complete sense. There you go. And I probably knew that. I just over my head, but no, that's why I love having Chance here because I know he's gonna always have the facts. That being said, I just make the drinks. So yeah, you bring the history, I make the drinks, and I get to learn something in the midst. That's one thing actually I do wish I took more time to do even when I was bartending at the time. I wish I took it more serious to that point to where I actually learned the history behind all the stuff that I was doing. I just got excited about just making something interesting, making something delicious that everybody can enjoy. That's what excited me. And then, now that I'm learning, it's like, it's actually really cool to find out some of the history, some of the backstories of some of these cocktails. Even, for example, like we didn't even touch on the Moscow Mule, for example. Yeah. Super unique story, and please, Chance, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically, what I learned about it was there was 3 people. One person, the owner of Smirnoff Vodka, had vodka he couldn't sell. Then there's a person who created ginger beer. He had a whole basement full of it, couldn't sell it. And then there was a lady from Russia. And this is all based out of Los Angeles, just so we're clear. So most people think the Moscow Mule is actually from Russia, but it originated in LA. And then the lady who had like 200 plus copper mugs that her dad made that she couldn't sell. They had all happened to meet each other, and then they basically took those 3 components and combined them and basically created the Moscow Mule.
Kismet.
Exactly. And then from there, what they then did was that this is before social media, because this is like in the 1940s, 50s. They then traveled the country, toured all the bars across America, promoting that drink, basically taking photos of the bartenders holding that mug up with the drink in it. And this is pre-social media, and that was their way of marketing.
Yep. And they sold the copper story and all that kind of thing.
Exactly.
So, by the way, if you're from Russia, Armenia, or what's the war-torn country right now?
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
If you offer them a Moscow Mule, they will literally cuss you out and tell you should drink your vodka straight.
Oh shit! See. I just learned something new right there. I had no idea. That makes sense though. That makes sense. It's almost in the sense of sign of disrespect, huh?
Yep.
That's crazy. But
don't dilute my vodka.
Exactly. And the Russians, they take their vodka seriously. Oh, yeah. They sure do. So no, I mean, that's one thing I've been enjoying about this process, and I appreciate people like Chance, of course, people like Eric too. Even him mentioned to me different styles of bitters that he found based off things I've already created. And he's like, yo, it'd be cool to see what we could do with it. I'm like, I love the challenge, and not to mention, I love people like Chance as well too, who bring the history side of it, who enjoy this. Like, he's a way bigger nerd about this stuff than I ever would be. But I know the one thing I know I'm always going to enjoy, which is the actual creation part of it. That's the part I'm always going to thrive in. The craft, exactly. That part right there. And one of the things I know I do when, as we continue, guys, we blow this up, and then we eventually probably own our own restaurant called Booze and Food. Is like, I know for at least every Friday night, once a week, I want to work the service well specifically and just make drinks all night long. Yeah. That was my favorite thing to do when I bartended, was just be in the service well, head down, going ham in the middle of a rush, tickets flying off the wheel, and just moving. And the weeds but just crushing it and making sure every cocktail still went out pristine. That was my biggest thing. And then rarely had drinks ever return.
Proper garnish, proper
everything. And mind you, even the servers, I'm like, nope, do this, no, that. I call them out on stuff. Like, I'm like, no, if it's coming from my hands, just like how Trev is with his food, I'm the same way with my drinks. So that's why I'm not gonna lie, the first couple rounds, Chance kind of had me sweating for a second because I'm like, damn, like this is a lot closer than I thought. But my man Eric,
he feels better about his shutout.
I do feel better about the last round. But my man Eric had me in the first round, baby. I gotta give him that. I gotta give him more credit because I wasn't planning on doing what I did. But he threw it. I was like, you know what? Since he said it, I'm trying to say yes to more good things.
That's right.
He was a great guy, so I'm like, yes, why not? I'll take the advice. So this has been fun so far. We're now on to round 4, doing the Classic Manhattan. I'm going to go and start this process, get this going so we can get on to the final round and then see what the final score is when it's all said and done.
I need some shutouts.
Oh, yeah, I know. But, your chance. I mean, please feel free to share with them, thoughts on this so far. What do you enjoy about the process?
It's a great exercise. And don't get me wrong, guys. Don't take this wrong way. I enjoy craft over RTDs. Right? Yeah. My argument here was, does RTD offer a convenience that craft doesn't, right?
Yeah.
That's one of those things that is to the beholder.
Yeah.
If it's worth it to buy a 4-pack of that and take it to the lake versus bringing someone to the lake who can make great drinks.
100%. But now we live in an era. I mean, even Michael King did. I mean, they just made them a big old batch of mezcal, pineapple margarita, and brought it, and everybody. It was easy to pour. Just had to add some ice, realistically, and boom.
But 5 years ago, that didn't exist. Like, people didn't do that.
No, you're right. I mean, it's just beer or whiskey.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. You're drinking straight alcohol or
wine coolers
or something, or maybe someone make a big ass tub of just
punch.
Yeah, exactly. And what was your favorite punch growing up? yeah. You hear that laugh? That's
Berry Blue.
That's that dirt. That's that dirt bag laugh right there. That's that dirt bag laugh. People like,
Berry Blues. I learned in Texas A&M.
So Berry Blue. So what was in that?
So that was every blue Gatorade and blue Kool-Aid with lots of sugar.
Holy shit! And what was the main alcohol in that?
Everclear.
Holy shit!
In a cooler with every fruit you can imagine. We get drunk that night, and the next day we'd eat the drink. We'd eat the fruit.
Eat the fruit? Again. Oh my! And so let me guess, did you get more drunk off the fruit or the actual punch itself?
Wicker off the fruit.
Oh my god! Really?
Yeah. Because it just soaked it all up.
That makes sense. That makes complete sense.
The fruit was like 190 proof.
That's so crazy, man. Everclear. Do they even sell Everclear?
Not named Everclear, but they do sell 180 or 190 proof liquor.
Really? Yeah. And do you know why they potentially stopped with the marketing?
They got sued.
Why, from people like
death?
Yeah, from dying.
Because Everclear will take you like past the point of drunk.
Oh no! Like, trust me. Like, I've had a couple of encounters with it in my day, and trust me, those are the only encounters I ever needed to know that
You don't want that no more.
This is not for me, especially with my genetics, aka me being Native American.
Yeah.
We're naturally born drunks. So I'm like, yeah, I probably don't need that in my life.
Irish. Naturally born
my man, boom, let's go. There you go. Except, but you're a more positive drunk than us. We're just like, we get fucked up and then just pass out drunk.
Right.
That's what we do. I mean, so much so, like, seriously, even on that's actually a real thing on the reservation. Like, what they would do is they'll just go buy them a bottle, get so blasted on the res, like in the middle of the winter time. What they will do is when they're doing that, because they're drinking to stay warm, they'll just go in sometimes in some of the sewer, holes underneath to try to stay warm, and they'll end up, dying from,
gaseous fumes.
Exactly, gaseous fumes. Dying from freezing to death, alcohol poisoning, a combination of all those things, and so that's a real thing.
There's 2 things that are cheap on the res: alcohol and cigarettes.
Oh my god! Love it. Chance puts it in perspective, and you're like, damn, that makes complete sense when you say it like that. But yeah, that's 100% right. And mind you, I live it. There's a whole bunch of my family who still to this day those are things that they're battling. And I'm like, man, you know, I'm always grateful for, you know, my mom for going out and seeing the world and allowing me to see more than just what the res has to offer. So which allowed me to, you know that I'm like, oh, I can do more than just go back to the res and live there and just feel secluded.
But don't ever think it's not a system.
But that's the other part, man. That's the other part. And those are some things I know in the future that I know I want to try to impact in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
And that I know those are goals that I personally have, just to have that type of impact. Because I'm like, yo, I mean, if I got to see the world a little bit and at least open my eyes to know that there's more out there to do and experience and even learn, like, imagine if you can get, you know, at least 1 in 3 kids on the reservation to do that.
Make a difference.
It makes a huge difference because then now it brings more in terms of the culture. But yeah, that being said,
Back to cocktails.
back to, you know, us being, you know, descendants of drunks. We're back to this Manhattan. So, okay, I got mine made. You guys watch me mix it. I did 2 ounces of the Alberta Premium Cask Strength Rye Whiskey. I did 1 ounce of Carpano Antica Sweet Vermouth. Did 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. I did 1 dash of orange bitters, and then of course I'm gonna drop some ice in here, give it a nice little stir, and then we'll go ahead and put these up in a martini glass. Oh. Exactly. And then oh yeah, no, trust me, I went and bought all the stuff that we needed for today, man. I'm like, if we're gonna do this, I'm gonna do this how you would see it at a bar.
I like it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I know, and I love it because, like I said, I appreciate you bringing this to the table because this is what makes this fun.
And here's my deal. Like, honestly, you should win all these. I mean.
Exactly.
On paper, you should win all these. But I've never seen anyone do this, so I think it's worthwhile to explore.
Yep, exactly. And those people out there who always want to cocktails, bar spoons. I recommend don't get one. Don't. This is too short. Just so we're clear. Not a big fan of these. Get
the twisties.
You want the twisties, and you want them taller because it allows you to get more wrist, and that wrist allows it to flow and
spin it.
Exactly. So do that.
You also pour down the spoon.
Yep. Exactly. Bro, Chance, no. Chance. Did I see you starring Cocktail?
I mean,
were you in there with
enough drinks?
Were you in there with my boy Tom Cruise?
I've ordered enough drinks.
My boy Tom Cruise with that movie Cocktail. So here we go.
1-1.
Oh.
I like it.
So yep, there it goes. Did you already mark these? Oh, I didn't give you these.
I marked it.
Here. So then that's mine. So here, mark this one.
I got it. We'll do it with straws.
Oh yeah, straw colors again?
All same color.
Here, so mark this one anyway, just to be safe. I'll do it. I got these straws. Okay, she's not even working on here anyway.
Blues Craft.
Blues Craft, heard. You guys remember that, Blues Craft. And then, alright, and then I'll hit the garnishes. Ooh. Oh, I need to go get a lighter. I'll do that for the final one. But for this one, an orange.
Oh, you need some zest?
You gotta get the zest, man.
Right.
And we're gonna fresh crack, as they say in the whiskey space,
I'll get you lighter.
some Luxardo cherries. So now, RTD Manhattan. We're gonna do, oh my man, we're gonna do half and half. Right? So we're gonna just pour straight in the glass, or we're gonna stir and then strain. Okay, so I'm gonna stir this and strain. So hold on.
Same thing, ice, all that.
So I'm gonna get at least 3 ounces. Mm-hmm. So I'll go with that, and then you want me to go 1.5, 1.5?
Yeah.
Okay. So he wants to throw a little cheat code in here.
I got to swing for the fence right now. I mean,
yeah, he's doing a little cheat code in here. I know I'm over here, I'm just putting a little less. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be fair. Be 100% fair here. This makes this fun. But this is a cheat code on this one. This little 1792.
Little mix.
Little
2
mix.
RTDs.
Oh, interesting.
Not just one. 2.
Yeah, that, and then this right here, the rye vermouth bitters. Now tell them really quick about the Alberta Premium real quick.
So Canadian rye. Canada's kind of strange.
Uh-huh.
They don't have a lot of rules or laws on their whiskeys.
Real quick, wasn't that one of the reasons why a lot of people in different... That's actually one of the reasons also why Manhattan was created, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because of Prohibition, right?
Yep. And it's close to the border.
Yeah, and because Canadian whiskey is the only thing that can get over.
Yep.
Exactly. So I didn't mean to cut you. Please continue.
No, you're right. So during Prohibition, you couldn't get American whiskey. The Canada whiskey flowed over the border freely.
Yeah.
And they did a spin on the old fashioned called the Manhattan, and that's how the Manhattan was invented. The old fashioned and the Sazerac rye and all those kind of things are more southern drinks. Mm-hmm. The Manhattan is truly a northerner's drink. And we have no northerners in this place. So we'll see how this goes. But
Well, I don't know. I mean, Eric, he's from Wisconsin.
that's
But that's north, not northeast.
yeah.
No, that's north.
It's above the Mason-Dixon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just not northeastern metropolitan.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now here is the RTD.
Oh, the color's pretty close.
So the colors are crazy, which I think this will make this interesting because I'm not gonna lie, people are gonna see this and they're gonna think probably rye, right off the bat, right? What do you think? Just based off color? And can you also tell if by color, is the difference between bourbon and rye?
No.
You can't?
Never. Don't ever think you can because those two things can be very different.
Really?
Like I said, rye doesn't have a lot of laws or rules.
Okay.
So they can
So cherry for the
play with
garnish.
the ryes. They can finish them. They can do things that add color. All these things that we can't do in America. So ryes you can never trust. Scotches you can never trust.
Yeah.
Because they're allowed to add coloring and things like that.
Yeah.
Bourbon you can't add coloring. You can't do things that are bad to the whiskey or mutilates the whiskey. So
Yeah.
that's the only one to me you can trust by color, taste, and smell.
Color, taste, and smell. All right, people. Now we're gonna finish with a flamed orange peel.
I know we even did tequila the other night. And we got a lot of great additive-free tequilas, but they can add additives too. So
Yeah.
you can't trust them either.
Yeah. Now, one of the things people, when it comes to even picking your garnishes, I'm big on fresh. You even heard Trev in the other episode talk about the importance of freshness, right? And that's the reason why I even won the last round because of just the freshness of the lime itself, right? And you've heard me talk about it in other episodes where I've done cocktails.
And the Coke?
Fresh is huge. I mean, and the Coke did make a difference.
Yeah.
The Mexican Coke, I'm not gonna lie, that sugar difference is huge. And I'm sure if I even made, that'd be interesting to do Mexican Coke versus regular Coke type of.
It goes to show you all the little things in a cocktail matter.
Yeah, and then my point in saying all that is because even when we were at the store today and I was getting my ingredients, I grabbed a bag of lemons, grabbed a bag of limes, because I knew what I needed those for. But when it came to the oranges, I stood in the oranges. I was in the oranges for like 5 minutes. To pick 3 oranges. To pick 3 oranges, it took me 5 minutes to pick 3 oranges, trying to find the right one because when it comes to the oranges, it's all texture when it comes to the part that I'm about to do, which is the flamed orange peel. A lot of the oils sit right here in the actual rind itself. So when you squeeze like that and you put a flame in it, you see that little poof. You want
I smell orange.
Yeah, I smell and I feel them. If they're too soft and there's not enough ruggedness here, then they're not going to have enough oils. Just in my experience, trust me, I've expressed plenty of oranges. But if they have the nice grainy texture to it, that's what you want. They're thick. You have nice
Most
little
people
thick
care about
slice.
the inside. You care about the outside.
Exactly. Now in there, and you go something like this. Uh-oh. Hold on, I know I got a light in my room. Give me 2 seconds.
This around you?
You got light?
Just that.
I'm gonna slide right over.
He said, hey, whatchamacallit says he's never seen VVS.
Very VVS.
He said he never seen Old Fits.
Oh, Old Fits.
He said he might have tried it. I'm like, bro, you ain't tried this. Because it is mine. If you tried it, you would know.
Are you talking about opening your VVS?
I'm opening it.
Because you got to go to the safe for that.
All right, here we go. Back to this is why.
By the way, the VVS we opened at KBF was trash.
Boom. And you touch the rim. If you saw those oils that came off that, that's what you want. The way that little flame popped out, that's what you
Let's
want.
make sure you're educated. Come over here, Chance. You got to tell me.
We're about to end in 2 seconds. All right, people, and then finally we'll do it on
The craft.
the craft real quick, and then we're gonna go over here and do the taste test. And it looks like we're about to crack something crazy.
I don't think he's going to crack it.
We'll see. But that's what you want. You saw that, right? That's what you want. When you have a nice thick with the texture on the orange, it's going to express all those oils out. You put that flame right in it, and whoosh. That's what's going to give it. And for me, that type of response that he just gave, that's what I'm always looking for.
It's a show.
It's a show, man.
What's the marker?
It's a show. Don't worry about it. Blue versus red.
Okay.
You're right. So when you set it down right and left, okay? Stay tuned for the results. Keep it whiskey.